I have a confession to make. For most of my life, I was the healthy one. I did the 10,000 steps, I always chose the low-fat option, and I did everything by the book. So why did I look in the mirror a few months ago and just feel old? I was tired all the time, my joints ached, and I honestly felt like I had failed. It turns out the healthy book I was following was completely wrong. And the habits I quit are what finally gave me my energy and my joy back. Today, I'm not just sharing tips, I'm sharing my story.
The first rule I broke was about nutrition. Oh my gosh. Who remembers the whole low-fat everything craze? We were basically taught that fat was its enemy, right? Well, the science today tells a completely different story. Turns out, healthy fats, the kind you get from avocados, nuts, and olive oil, they're absolutely crucial for our brain health and keeping our joints happy. To get the fat out of those diet foods, manufacturers just pump them full of sugar to make them taste like anything at all. The result? They'd spike our blood sugar, and then we'd crash, feeling hungry and foggy all over again. But what's amazing is what happens when you make that switch back to healthy fats. People talk about their brain fog just lifting, their joints feeling less achy, and they actually feel full and satisfied for hours. Which means, bye-bye constant cravings. Next up, I quit chronic cardio. The old school thinking was all about hours on the treadmill or the elliptical. But the new rule, the smarter rule for aging well, is all about strength, stability, and balance. That's the trifecta. For so many of us, that long, repetitive cardio wasn't just boring and tough on our joints, it was working against us. It can spike our stress hormone, cortisol. And you know what cortisol does? It tells our body to store belly fat, the exact opposite of what we want. So, I shifted to just 20 minutes of stability work, using light bands or even just my own body weight. The benefits are so much more important. You actually feel stronger, not just skinnier. Your posture improves, and you're protecting your precious bone and muscle mass.
If you are still watching and find these insights valuable so far, please take a second to like and subscribe. Your support means everything to me. Let's continue.
Now, you might be wondering why this new approach works so much better. It's because of a single biological fact our old advice ignored. It all comes down to one word: sarcopenia. I know it sounds super scientific, but all it really means is the natural age-related loss of muscle. And this one little fact is a total game changer. Our bone density starts to diminish, our metabolism naturally slows down. These aren't signs something is wrong. They're signals that our bodies are sending us, telling us it's time for a new playbook.
Once I understood that, the other habits just clicked into place. Which brings me to the third rule I broke, the so-called most important meal of the day. The old rule was strict. You must eat the minute you get out of bed. The new wisdom is simpler and smarter. Just listen to your body. Listen for your actual hunger signals. I bet many of us were just forcing down toast because it was 7 a.m., not because we were hungry. It becomes a chore, and our poor digestive system never gets a break. If you just try having water, maybe a cup of coffee, and then wait until you're genuinely hungry, you might be amazed. That 10 a.m. energy crash? Gone. The fourth rule I quit was the myth of the perfect 8 hours of sleep. This is a huge source of stress. The truth is, our sleep patterns naturally change as we get older, and focusing on the quality of our sleep is way more important than the quantity. The anxiety about not sleeping is often worse than the not sleeping itself. Waking up at 3 a.m. and staring at the clock, your mind racing, that's the real problem. So, I let go of that rigid 8-hour rule. I focus on a relaxing wind-down routine, and I accept that it's normal to wake up. I promise you, 7 hours of good, peaceful rest feels 1,000,000 times better than 8 hours of anxious, broken sleep. Okay, last one. I quit the pressure to always be busy. You know the myth, to stay sharp, you have to have a packed social calendar. But the real truth is, protecting your peace is one of the most important things you can do. Busy is just a nicer word for stressed. I learned to say a joyful no. This has been called one of the biggest anti-aging secrets there is. When you protect your time for the things that actually fill your cup, your stress levels plummet. You feel more joyful, more in control. It's powerful stuff.
So, that's a lot of don'ts. How about some do's? Let's bundle these new ideas into a simple, personalized wellness toolkit. See the shift? Instead of punishing cardio, we're focusing on stability and balance. Instead of bland, low-fat foods, we're prioritizing delicious, nutrient-dense foods. This is a strategy designed for you for right now. The goal is not perfection. It's not about following a new rigid set of rules. It's just about tuning in and really listening to what your body is trying to tell you. So, I'll leave you with this. What is one joyful no you can practice this week? Just one small thing to start reclaiming your time, your energy, and your peace. That right there is the first step on your new, wiser wellness path. Thank you for joining us today. I've actually put all my best healthy aging tips into one playlist for you. Click the playlist on the screen right now to keep watching. I'll see you in the next video.